Well, it goes without saying, bitterly disappointing result today.
Yeah. So quite changing from all of us, players, staff, everyone. It's a tough one to take, really.
Second half, Charlie Clough goes up front. What was the thinking behind that in the dressing room at half time?
Yeah, Gaffer just thought that probably we wasn't protecting the ball up front enough. Decided to move Charlie up there and make some adjustments elsewhere. To be fair, thought it worked really well. Charlie had a period for 20 minutes where he did really well. We got some good service into him, got some good support in and around him. Probably, like many of us here today, having got the goal, thought that we would go on to win the game, but didn't turn out that way.
Big turning point. He almost made it 2-1 with that low shot the keeper saved.
Yeah, I was right behind that. I mean, he did ever so well. He cut infield. It was a terrific save. I think if that goes in, we probably go on and win the game. We then didn't continue the momentum and the tempo that we'd generated in that sort of 20-minute spell after half time. They got themselves back into the game. I'd have to say, I think, we'd look at the goals that we conceded and say they weren't great from an individual and a collective point of view, as always is the case with goals. And once they get themselves in front again, as you saw from the start of the game, it gives them something to hold on to, something to clutch onto, and it's difficult from there. We never played great after they scored 2-1, and that's disappointing.
Because it always gets a bit frantic, doesn't it, in that situation?
Yeah. You start throwing the ball forward. Confidence is a great factor in football. We weren't at our confident best today. I think if we'd have scored in that confident period, we would have gone on. We didn't, and when they get the goal, it sets you back a little bit, and your confidence is not there. And we needed someone really to just open them up, get their foot on the ball, open them up with a little bit of magic to get in and get us back in the game, and that didn't happen today. So
unfortunate not to be able to use Jesse today. I gather he got injured in training.
Yeah, got injured last minute of training on Thursday. Obviously we would have liked to start him today, but yeah, that's the way our season seems to be going at the moment with injuries. Each time we sort of get one back, one comes out. But no complaints over the injuries. We have to get over them and get on with them. So, a bit of time for reflection. Certainly feel down everyone at the moment, but the next game comes around quickly, and as players and staff, we've all got to get ourselves back on it again and get ready to go again next Saturday.
You saw sort of many years ago when we played Coventry.
Yeah.
You'll know how they feel, and similarly you'll now know how Coventry felt that day.
Yeah, I do. I feel pretty down at the moment, but it's right after the game. I think once we had a little bit of time of reflection, I might feel a touch better about it, but not really a lot better.
And then sort of league game at Farnborough next week. Pick the players up for that. Look for 3 points and move up the league table.
Well, that's all you can do. You can't carry on and keep harping on about how we've not done well in this particular game. You've got to be positive. Learned that. You've got to address the issues that you think are wrong. You've got to work on the things that we're not doing particularly well, which you wouldn't expect me to go into now. We need to keep drumming into the players, etc., about what we're not doing well, and we just work towards next Saturday for getting ourselves back in the groove for the league. Football's a funny game. Who knows what next Saturday will bring.